jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yo, you already know WCS back on the boulevard, and once again, first in the building, Andrew Charles on deck. WCS salute to you, Andrew. It's always a pleasure, brother. Thanks for supporting. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to everyone else that may be tuned in, that just don't want to jump in the chat. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But one of my primary reasons for coming on here, as always, is to first, drop content for my supporters and listeners. That's first and foremost. And then, to address and make sure y'all totally understand that the burners will always be hot and the grease will always be available free of charge. Free of charge. So this particular live, right, is pretty much highlighting what is now circulating once more on the YTC, as always, the stream of pollutants, contamination, you know what I'm saying, the cesspool of deception and mental health disorders. It has been said that the announcement will be somewhere on the horizon. And also the fight is set to go down, square off, and settle once and for all the welterweight undisputed championship June 17. Okay? June 17. That's supposed to be the big date that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. It's been cryptic tweets sent out to the public. Those of you that chose to decipher them, you know what I'm saying, and put your brains together and have a freaking control group study on what the hell these boxers are talking about. They say they're at the end. They're going to make it happen. Everybody's jumping to an assumption, but you already know you're wrong. This is my conclusion, because I'm in full support of those individuals that are believing this fight is going down June 17. What I've arranged, right? WCS have arranged transportation for all and every channel that is on board with promoting and hyping the June 17th date up. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not against it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the right on here, to express your First Amendment, and also the freedom of speech and press and all that good stuff. But I have set up a date. All right? I have set up a date in April. And what I plan on doing is, I've already got the funding down and everything. I already got the funding down. So the 17th of April, right? Because I'm just saying, the fight's going to be on the 17th, so I want to keep it uniform. On the 17th of April, I will be transporting, because I have a pilot, transporting any YTC content creators or aerosexuals that choose to jump aboard, free of charge, I have already got the funding down, locked in the schedule, the itinerary for you all to fly on the 17th of April on this airline. All right. The transportation is there. What's going to happen? You're going to be picked up at a certain time. I expect everyone to be punctual and make sure you're there. Make sure you are on freaking time. There's no need for you to bring anything. All the food and everything you need to be taken care of. We're going to take all of you, right? And this is something that's never been done before. We're going to take all of you, including myself. And I'm going to be up front. I'm going to be in the cockpit. We're going to fly you out to Bermuda. All right, we're going to fly you out to Bermuda. So now you know the destination. We're flying you out to Bermuda. All right. And once we're there, me and my co-pilot, we might be dressed a little different than y'all, but we're going to leave the cockpit area and close the door. And once we close that door, it is locked. We're going to be out there with you all. Okay. Once we get within proximity of Bermuda, myself and co-pilot is going to pop the hatch and proceed to exit. Now, at that time, you will know that we will have parachutes on, me and my co-pilot. For you all, the plane should be able to land safely in Bermuda, and we will be back June 18th. There's one stipulation. We will only fly back and pick up the survivors if the fight happened June 17th. You feel me? Only if the fight happened June 17th. Now, if there's survivors and the fight doesn't happen June 17th, you're going to have to find your way back. You're going to have to call an Uber. You're going to have to find some type of damn transportation and get your ass back to where you came from. I'm sorry, that is the only way that I know how to express myself when it comes to helping out and promoting this fight. Okay? What I behoove you to do is, it's not going to be as bad as you think. When I pop the hatch, the only thing y'all have to do is turn to the passengers that's next to you and hold on tight. Strange things has happened in Bermuda. Just because you don't have no pilots, it doesn't mean the plane will not land safely. Okay? Don't worry about me. You'll see me again. You'll see me again. But me and my co-pilot will exit the plane, via the hatch. And we will, at that moment, leave you all to attend to the landing on your own. Now, it's highly possible that everybody will survive once this plane lands in Bermuda. Seriously, it is highly possible. Now, being that I understand that a lot of you all have faith and have a strong sense of courage and intestinal fortitude, a lot of you, I think, will survive that landing. And only if the fight happened on June 17th, June 18th, you will have another airline there to pick up the survivors. I'm just putting that out, showing my support. I'm showing my effort. I'm really being genuine and sincere about this. I really want the history about this June 17th date. I really do. Like, I became fond of fake news on YTC. For real. I became fond of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I pay attention to it a little bit more in this day and time. I just want to try to get a read on the people that continue to speak on it in such a natural manner. Like, why are we hearing this shit every day? But it has been said by multiple sources that the fight's supposed to be June 17th, and that Spectrum, of all people, Spectrum is being heralded as the one leak that everybody is latching onto from the Aeros planet. They are fulfilling themselves with hope and saying that, yeah, this fight is going on June 17th. I know it to be true. I'm feeling good about it. I'm healthy. I'm sustaining everything that I need for that moment. Big announcement, y'all. So therefore, listen to WCS telling you, I have made arrangements. Don't say I never do anything for the YTC. I'm volunteering my time because I need some flight hours. I'm volunteering my time to fly all the aerosexual, all content creators that believe in this June 17th day. I am flying you free of charge, round trip, with just one stipulation, round trip to Bermuda. I'm providing you the opportunity of a lifetime. Look, I don't know how to convince you of it, but I'm being totally truthful. I'm providing you all with an opportunity of a lifetime now, and I really hope y'all accept it. Okay? I really hope you accept it. Let me get to the chat right quick. L Dog on deck. What they do? People, what's good? People running around like, did you hear the good news? Jesus is coming. I just want them to have that same energy there, Andrew. When I pop the hatch and me and my co-pilot dive out that mother, and they see that parachute pop, boom. When they realize they're in Bermuda. All right? Now I have every sense of faith that that plane, being on autopilot, will land safely, and we will have somewhat like a series that kicks off like Gilligan's Island. You feel me? Like I want this to be like Gilligan's Island. Like you're stranded on this island and you're waiting on the fight to happen. And you really don't know what's gonna happen. And then somehow, some way you find a way to get a Wi-Fi signal. And then you all set up a whole freaking, a little headquarters, you know what I'm saying? Or internet freaking headquarters where you can start your own reality show. But knowing that I've given you my word that if the fight happened on June 17th, on the next day, the 18th, I will be back to pick up all the survivors if everything goes well. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be like a Gilligan's Island type of freaking situation. So I want max participation, okay? Max participation. Because this is it, y'all. This is the creme de la creme. This is the finale. This is everything that the YTC wanted to be. This is everything that I've spoken about on here. This is where the schizos are able to communicate with one another in unison on one island, y'all. I feel so good about this. Like, I was speaking about my people and I say, man, I get to do something for the common good, man. Like, real talk, I get to do something for civilization. I get to change the history of the YTC. I get to give back to the community. I never knew when I first got my pilot license that I'll someday be able to use it to this magnitude, but I'm feeling good about myself. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of y'all on April 17th. That's the date. And I'm serious. Y'all don't have to bring anything. Just bring what you have. And bring your mobile phones. Bring your mobile phones. Okay? Because in Bermuda, man, the signal is great. Y'all be able to have communications out there. Bring your mobile phones. I just want to give you a head start to try to set up your own headquarters and really get some good. Don't bring phone chargers, because in Bermuda, man, your shit to charge out on its own. Like, it's some special stuff that's in the air that it allows your phone to charge based off the solar energy that it picks up in that region. So don't bring your phone charger. You good. You good. Okay? Christopher White on deck. What's good with it? And you say they have announced the imminent announcement of this fight 1,000 times already. Andrew, this is the reckoning, man. This is the YTC rapture. They speak about times like this in the Bible, bro. This is it. I didn't know it would come in the form of a boxing match, but this is indeed what it speaks about in the book of Revelations. This is the rapture. This fight right here is the rapture. This is going to solve everything, man. This is why I'm being proactive, and I want to be able to be in charge of the transport of these individuals that are spreading the word, the fight date, the ones who continue to contaminate the airwaves. It's up to me. I want to do some volunteer work to help these individuals get closer to their supreme being. Saying I want to help you out in this particular case. This fight is now June 17th, and everybody want to talk about it without no source all of a sudden, and you want to continue to show how much of an idiot you are. I'm helping you out. Just let WCS be a part of your travels. Just let me be a part of your travels. Okay? Don't frown upon the channel or anything like that. This is one of the most sincere channels you will ever visit in your life, man. I am basically putting forth and volunteering my free time to fly all the creators that are down with the June 17th, who is out here speaking on it. I am providing you free of charge a round trip ticket. I'm providing you with a life-changing event. All I want you to do is be there April 17th at 03 in the morning, 03 a.m. in the morning. That's right. Because in order for us to get the full visual and take flight and make it there in time, I want to see the sunrise. And when I finally deploy my parachute, I want to see the sunset. I'm pretty sure y'all want to see the sunset too. So we're going to make this happen, y'all. The XO factory on deck, man. OG, what's good, big bro? Here's these people go with the bullshit again. The XO, I'm here to help, man. I know for a fact, XO, sometime in your life, you have wanted to volunteer for something that was special. Bro, this has just been overtaken. This has just changed me for real. I want to help out. I want to be a leader of men. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a volunteer that's able to lead these individuals in the right direction. And I say, what better place than Bermuda? I've heard so many good things about it. I hear shit disappearing. I hear strange, aircraft being taken out of the sky. I hear people not showing up. I heard that Amelia Earhart somehow disappeared, vanished just between me and you. I heard she vanished flying over Bermuda. But she might still be alive. So that's where I'm at with it. It's a lot of history over there in Bermuda. And WCS want to be a part of it. That's all I'm saying, XO. I want to be a part of something that's memorable. I want to be a part of changing the entire structure. And basically, you know what they say. I want to sanitize. You know what I'm saying? I want to give the YTC almost like a booster. Like the booster shots that they wanted you to get in 2020. I want to be the vaccine. I want to be the vaccine to the disease that is going around in the YTC when it comes to these two names. I just want to be a help. I want to be a man of many hats. I want to be a pilot. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a counselor. I want to be a mediator, arbiter, content creator, a voice of reasoning. I just want to be multiple hats in one time. That's all I'm saying. Michael Johnson boxing talk and more. What's good? Who's the jump master? Hey man, I've already been there, done that. I have enough experience to know how to check my own shoot. Me and my co-pilot, we are fully qualified to exit the aircraft at the given time. And I'm pretty sure, look, Michael, I'm pretty sure that plane in Bermuda will land safely. There's been many other airlines, aircrafts that have been found over there, located in Bermuda safely. And look, I know it wasn't any casualties because they just can't find anybody. They'll find the aircraft, but that means everybody that was on the aircraft vanished. That means they made it back to the home of resident. So just because there's no pilot, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it on autopilot, close the door, lock it, pop the hatch, jump out, me and my co-pilot going about my business, and then the plane is gonna land wherever it is. You know what I'm saying? It don't need a runway in Bermuda. You can land anywhere. You're gonna be A-okay. And then I want these individuals to get together, teamwork, and set up a headquarters. And I want them to document everything. This is life-changing, y'all. I want to put them in an environment where they really have to be content creators. Because it seems like over here in this state, they want to treat it like it's a fantasy, like it's something that's not real, a folklore. So what better places to take them than Bermuda Triangle? Let's go to the Triangle, bro. Let's go take a visit. I'm putting out all the details for y'all. I am putting up all the details for the June 17th. You will be picked up June 18th. Absolutely have my word. This fight goes down June 17th, early morning. You will be picked up and taken back to your residence. No doubt about it. Those of you who want to stay, you can stay. Okay, I'll let your loved ones know. And then the ones who choose to come back here, you will be brought back to your place of residence. Scout's honor. I mean, truly, Scout's honor. You have my Scout's honor, for real. I raise my right hand, Scout's honor. You will be brought back. I promise you. Jay Ready on deck. What's good? Say WCS. Just keep yelling facts while the plane is going down, and it will land itself. Man, see, you've been hanging out in the YTC too much, Andrew. For real, bro. You've been hanging out in the YTC because you found out what it takes to manipulate. Yes, you did. You found out, Andrew, what it takes to manipulate, and that is a key word right there. That word right there holds weight. Even in hot grease, if you drop facts into hot grease, it will come out unscathed. If we talking about basic hot grease, WCS, you dump that shit in there, it's gonna burn the fuck up and goddamn dissolve. Facts. Andrew is giving you all the key words for safety. He just basically put a secret out there I didn't want to be revealed. He said if you say facts all the way, once you find out that plane is on autopilot in the Bermuda Triangle, you will be able to land safely, and you all will be able to make history and set up a network and have your own reality show for the remaining days to June 17th. And while we're back here in the rear, I will actually reach out to these two fighters. I have a very, very good rapport with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. And when we come back out there, right, to pick up the remaining survivors, they will be with me. Guaranteed. They will be signing autographs to the survivors. They would be able to give you Pediasure, any type of rehydration formula, protein. You know what I'm saying? It would be food vouchers, everything. I'm bringing them both with me back out there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be unbelievable. It's gonna be unbelievable. Real. I think it's gonna clean up the YTC so much that people are gonna return to normalcy again. You're not gonna have zombies walking around here stumbling in the people's chat and listening to this shit while their eyeballs are twirling. Their eyeballs are twirling. You know what I'm saying? Inward. Their eyeballs are just twirling. And people are witnessing them walking around in a circle while listening with headphones on, walking around in circle, counterclockwise. You know what I'm saying? People have been beating their heads off the floors, off the walls. You know what I'm saying? This is tragedy, bro. AJ64, what's good? Tony Boswell says, much respect, World Combat Sports in the chat. Stopped in to show support. And hit the like button, just got off work. What's good with it, Tony? Hopefully you didn't miss too much about it. I have taken drastic actions there, Tony. I have basically revealed that I am volunteering my time and effort and the hours that it took for me to get these pilot license. I am flying all of the aerosexual or the aerosexual content creators that are speaking highly about this June 17th day. I'm willing to fly with my co-pilot, fly them out to Bermuda myself. I think the reality, I think the environment, we live off reality shows this time. I think this would be a good adjustment for those YTC aerosexual content creators. Put them in Bermuda Triangle, have them stay there. I'll say April 17th, May 17th, June 17th. You're looking at about a cool 2 months. You know what I'm saying? A cool 2 months, right? And then they will be picked up on June 18th only if the fight happens June 17th. Now, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to put the disclaimer out there. I know I still have some freaking thrill seekers out there. But if that fight doesn't happen June 17th, you have to find your way home, okay? I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear no begging. I don't want to hear anything talking about, I didn't tell you every detail that it consisted. No, I'm telling you straight up. If the fight doesn't happen June 17th, all the survivors that are out there will not receive a pickup on June 18th. You will have to find your way back. And it's not that difficult from what I understand. Because like I said earlier, it's been plenty of aircrafts that's out there, and there's been no survivors. I mean, like no evidence of any survivors or bone fragments or anything. So that tells me everybody made it back home safe. They found no skulls out there. From what we hear, I'm waiting on this too. Amelia Earhart is still there. It's still there. That's who gave me motivation to get on a plane and fly y'all ass out there. She did. Because supposedly she vanished over there, and come to find out she didn't vanish. Her plane landed and she started a new life. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Tony always try to suck up to whatever channel. No, man, shout out to Tony. One thing I can say about Tony, right? Tony, if when I go back to way back, Tony was in there. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna sit up here and say, okay, Tony's sucking up. Bro, he's consistent. I know Tony from way back showing up on the channel. You don't have to show up here every day. The man got a job and a family to support there, AJ. I don't call it sucking up. The man don't even have to type that shit in. He don't even have to show up on the dang chat or none of that, man. Salute to Tony Boswell for the support, brother. AJ, stop hating, man. Stop hating on T, man. T Boswell, man, let that man go. You don't want to mess with nobody that got acres like that. He got some shit out there in the tree line for your ass, boy. Jay Reddy, $5 super chat on deck, man. Salute to you, big dog. Keep working. I appreciate you, Jay Reddy, for the dang donation always, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that the flight, if I see you on that date, right, April 17th, I'm gonna tell you, bro, catch the next flight. Don't catch this flight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm saying, bro, don't catch this flight. All right, wait on the next one, man. I'll hit you. I hit you on the IG. Don't catch this flight. You don't want to catch this flight. All right. I know you trying to get a free flight to Bermuda, but it's not a vacation. It's not gonna be a vacation, bro. This is different. This is called drastic measures. I need to somehow vaccinate the YTC of this dang manipulative virus that is plaguing the YouTube airwaves. So I said, you know what? The only way that I have to do it, I have to volunteer my time and come up with the method to the madness. And that's what I did, man. I'm flying them out to Bermuda, bro. Shout out to IB who I be. Salute to you, bro. What's good? Big Blunts Unboxing is on deck, man. What's good with it, Blunts? I have found a way. The announcement will be on the 7th, Blunts. Per my sources, the announcement will be on the 7th. If you didn't hear me earlier, Blunts, I have made arrangements for the 17th of April. Right? For the 17th of April, I'm flying a large group of content creators from the YTC out to Bermuda, free of charge. Look, you don't have to bring anything except your mobile phones. You don't have to bring a phone charger. None of that, bro. All of that will be supplied for you if you make it. I mean, once you get there to Bermuda, all right, free of charge, y'all. So what I want you to do, not you per se, Blunts, but all the others, I want you to pass the word, word of mouth, and tell them I will absolutely have the Addy drop the location to meet April 17th. And like I said, only thing you have to do is just, bring yourself, your mobile phone, tell your loved ones goodbye. You'll be back, possibly. And WCS is flying y'all out. You always hear these IG models being flown out, right? For whatever reasons. It's different reasons. But WCS is flying you all out to Bermuda. Come on, man. Who would have thought a channel less than 10,000 subs can fly y'all out to Bermuda, man? Stop it. God damn, I'm bragging on myself, man. I say I did it. I went above and beyond, man. On the 10,000 subs, I'm flying a huge group of YTC subscribers out to Bermuda, bro. Because these individuals are putting the word out. They are sending telegrams that June 17th, once again, June 17th is it. Curtains. June 17th will reveal Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. June 17th have once again opened up the gateways to these creators to manipulate their audience with spoiled revelation, just spoiled nutrition. Spoiled. They continue to spoon feed this shit to their chat, their audience, and everything else, and I'm here to stop it. I'm here to put a halt to it. That's why I am volunteering my time, people. Don't say I never did anything for this damn YTC, this boxing community, so to speak. I'm doing it. I'm going through drastic measures. I will not disappoint y'all. Once again, I will not disappoint y'all, bro. Shout out to Jay Ray for that $5 super chat. Much appreciated, bro. I don't know what's wrong with AJ, but man, Tony, man, hey, Tony is consistent. For real, you gotta look way back, man. Tony, hey man, he's been around town, bro. So if we are, AJ, if we are, all you have to do, right, is just not attend the chat. That's all you gotta. Just you don't have to attend the chat, bro. Shout out to Manager Marty on deck. What's good with it, Manager Marty? But all you have to do, man, it's not that difficult. AJ seems to be on some Angry Bird type of time. Mark Nash on deck. What's good with it? Oh my God, man. What is going on with these people? All I'm doing is talking about what's out there in the media, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the big announcement and the biggest fight of 2023 of fantasy boxing. You know what I'm saying? The Bermuda of topics. That's why when I was thinking about this, I said, why not? This is the perfect place to talk about this. Bermuda. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about June 17th once again. June 17th, I can't make this up. I took care of AJ. I had to send him about his way, man. I had to send him to Bermuda to do a site survey. No return flight will be out there for him. No return flight. Don't worry about it, man. I had to get him up out of here, bro. I put him on a flight with no seatbelt. You know what I'm saying? No seatbelt. It's no need for you to buckle up. You know what I'm saying? Put him on a flight with no seatbelt, bro. Don't let him break y'all spirit, man. Remember, it's always something else to do besides getting in your feelings on YouTube. Go bake a cake something. For real, bro. Go donate to a common cause. That's what I'm doing. I feel like I'm donating to a common cause there, IB. I hear about this news all the time. I've done multiple lives with retorts, rebuke. I've spoken against this agitprop, but those individuals choose to still speak on it, and they never reveal their sources. They never reveal their sources. So they are willing to fragment their integrity, right, and continue to speak about information where they cannot provide you a legitimate source as to a June 17th date. They're going back to Spectrum. Listen to me. Did you ever hear someone from Spectrum getting fired for supposedly leaking information? Are we that stupid? Are we that naive? Are we that incompetent to the point where they can continue to play with y'all like that? They can continue to manipulate the YTC community with false information, open-ended, incomplete tweets, and you all sit up there and scurry up and pick that up like your pigeons and run with it. How do you give them the access and right to continue to manipulate you like that? Come on, you all are grown adults, man, in life. Some of you have very, very well-paying jobs, very, extremely intelligent in your own occupation, but yet you choose to be the bozo of all bozos when you come to the YTC. You got your little horn, bang, bang, your big red nose, big shoes, you know what I'm saying, multicolored hair. You got the makeup on with the bright red lipstick. You got everything, bro. Y'all dressed to the part. But the only thing I'm asking is why do you allow yourself to be placed in a position where it's going to jeopardize your mental health? A lot of you all have mental health issues, I believe. I'm assuming because when you assume, you might be wrong. I'm assuming that you all have hung out in the YTC so much, dreaming and hoping about this fight, that once I thought we was on the road to recovery in 2022. I thought with all the disappointment, all the arrows of disappointment that pierced y'all to the core. June 14th date, September 4th, October. They gave you all the false information and you forgave them every time. And then, after one freaking recovery period, they hit you with another, and you back down in depression again. You say, you whirling around in pain, man. You know what I'm saying? You waddling around in pain, and then you got to go through a whole nother recovery period for them to hit you again. Bam! More punishment, more abuse, more violence. They continue to play with you mentally, but you allow them access. So then we go into 2023, and WCS is believing that, okay, it's a fresh year due to the simulated calendar, that we live by, right? So we go into 2023 with high hopes of a clean slate, looking for other fights to take place. And we did get some fights in January. We had Tank Davis go there and allow Hector Garcia to understand how it feels when a cylinder block hits you, right? So he couldn't see. But I appreciate the fight taking place. I did. I appreciate it taking place. And then, of course, this weekend we have, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, no doubt. Unfortunately, we had certain fights that didn't happen. In a way, pulled out a Cool Boy Stuff fight. And then, we didn't get Jamel Charlo versus Tim Tszyu yet. We've seen Tony Harrison get mollywopped. You know what I'm saying? It was just fights falling apart. So what happens when people get bored in YTC with a lack of boxing content to speak on, a lack of refreshment? You know what they do? They get bored and they become deranged. They go to a state of delirium, y'all. That's exactly what's happened. They want to go back to the asylum. They go back to the asylum, y'all. They lock themselves in the room. But not before they ask the staff, can you put my straight jacket on, please? Make it nice and tight. I don't want any slack. Put my straight jacket on, please. Yeah, do you have the helmet too? And put the ball in my mouth or the duct tape. Yeah, whatever you choose to do. I'm going to be here for a while. Y'all continue to go back, man. I'm telling you, Jay Reddy, no phone charges needed, man. It's going to charge itself off the radiation that's been recorded over there in Bermuda. You don't need no phone charger, Jay Reddy. Look, I believe in setting people up for success, man. That's all. No, Neezy, this flight ain't for you, Neezy. I'm going to be honest, bro. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put fair warning out there, Neezy. This flight ain't for you, bro. All right? This flight ain't for you. It's not the flight you want, man. It's not the flight you want. The Exo Factor, man, I waited on the panel for that. Click the link over an hour. He's left the chat completely. He's a keyboard. Yeah, man, don't let it get to you, Blunts. You've been through the wars already. You know what I'm saying? I had to block him. I had to send him to the Bermuda. You know what I'm saying? Let him play around over there. Let him do a little soul searching. You know what I'm saying? I only flight out to Bermuda Circus. Sorry guys. Hey man, you don't want that flight. It's not for you. It's to pretty much clean up and just have like you know, from the old school, y'all youngins may not know this type of deal. It might have phased out because the younger generation has a lot of titles, you know, to their lingo and everything. But it's gonna be almost like a YTC retreat. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the aerosexuals on a retreat. That's an old school, like a gathering of individuals. They're going out to a location for a certain period of time, and then they supposedly return back to which they came. But in this particular case, their return trip lies heavy on the information that they put out to the public. And that is, they're saying June 17th is the day of all days. June 17th, y'all, is the day of reckoning, y'all. Listen to me. If WCS have not spoken on the June 4th date from 2022, September 4th, you know, all the dang BS and manipulative type lies and agitprop that was put out. If I didn't support it, right, I want to put myself in a position to be wrong. I do. I want to be wrong when it comes to this topic. I want to be wrong. But until then, I'm continuing to speak up. So June 17th, they're saying that it is absolutely the day that we're going to see this fight. Before then, now look, they're going to keep on. They're going to keep on talking about the date. See, I don't waste my time. I don't even know who that dude is. I thought he was on some solid business when he was woofing in the chat. Wasn't until he ducked a link that I realized he was really. Hey man, shout out to the Mac Mob and you know, for outstanding live the other night. You know what I'm saying? He had the Gooch up there, Cam, XO Factory. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Golden. You know, Green was up there. Man, talking about some good, solid topic. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some good, solid boxing topic. You feel me? So make sure y'all go chime in and support my guy Showtime Shaw News. Make sure you support the XO Factory, Big Blunts and Boxing, the Mac Mob. You know, support these content creators, man. You know what I'm saying? Support these content creators that's out there. For real. So, and definitely support the OG, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Definitely support the OG, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely support. For real. Support Manager Marty. They try to put a goddamn acronym on him. He's not an acronym. Manager Marty. He's not Eminem, like the candy. You know what I'm saying? Unless it gets a little sweet when he start goddamn dropping them damn factual. Hold on for a second. Yeah. Um, he said I'm gonna go live with all my picks in about an hour. So I'm not sure what that is. But those of you that's letting one person get you out of, get you your temperature different, don't worry about it. I would like to see undisputed at welterweight, but with all the BS, I just don't see it happening. I mean, it's a lot of people that's lying in wait to fight, for the IBF, the WBC, and the WBA title. You have some mandatories that's in the shoot. You know what I'm saying? You have some priorities that need to be taking place. But right now, all I'm saying is, where is the origins to the information out here? Where's the origins? Where did it come from? Where's the source? Did anybody, Keith Eidig, Mike Carpenter, Dan Raphael, Max, you know what I'm saying, Stephen A. Smith, I want to know, I'm just sending the question out there. Where did the information come from? How are we supposed to excel or advance as a community on social media if individuals choose to continue to take advantage of their freedom? They continue to manipulate innocent people. How are people supposed to take us serious as content creators when you have certain channels that's unwilling to live by a specific code, to have at least a little bit of integrity? How are we supposed to advance, man? How are we supposed to, be in the good graces of these fighters if we keep putting out information and we can't even validate the source? I'm literally hearing certain people use the same topic over and over again, right? Over and over again, not saying nothing new. And they keep on just changing up the dang title and talking about nothing. They tell you that I'm talking about nothing. You're right. I'm talking about nothing that's important, because if you can't validate the source in this particular topic, why put it out there? Why spread the stuff? Why? Why put it out there, bro? It's infectious. You're infecting the YTC that doesn't need any other type of bacteria. It doesn't need anything else, man. We're trying to grow. We need to try to get these white blood cells to start doing it. We need to build up the immune system within the YTC. It's hard to do that when there's always infectious bacteria building up with fake news. Can somebody just tell me, where did the news begin? Can you locate the inception of where the news started June 17th? I think it will benefit a lot of us, especially Blunts. Come on, Blunts. Where did you first hear the news there, Blunts? What up, Pop? What's good? Pop on deck. Where is it? I get on here and fall in line, man, and give you all that information. Just try to fabricate something. Like, where did y'all get the information? Who put it out there? Who is the source? You know what I'm saying? Who is the source? Let me know who's the source. I can't speak too long on this now. I just heard that June 17th is where everything is at with this. June 17th. Once again, no venue. No venue has been acknowledged. When Spectrum supposedly, quote unquote, mistakenly leaked that the fight was going to be in June. No date. Now, all of a sudden, the date has been established. The date has been established. Before, we just had a month. Now the button links up to the month, right? The date links up to the month, and it's supposed to be June 17, right? A Saturday. The third Saturday of that month, June 17th. So they're tying it into Spectrum leak in the month, and then somehow a date that was sent from the Bermuda. They don't know who the sender was. They sent the date from Bermuda. They said the 17th, right? And then the two participants that's supposed to square off in that championship date is Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. All right? So with all the tweets that's out there that we have to try to decipher, we're trying to decide what it means. We're trying to put freaking syllables together. You know what I'm saying? Work on our vowel placements. All that. We're just trying to go back and do a lot of word puzzle, Scrabble. Guess that word, Family Feud shit. We're trying to figure out how to decipher the message. Where did this information come from, bro? And that's what I'm going to leave y'all with. I'm going to leave y'all with that question. The announcement should be on the 7th. The 7th of what? I don't know. I just said the 7th because that's supposed to be a lucky number, right? That's supposed to be the more positive number if you're going to talk about anything coming to revelation or whatever. The 7th. I don't know what. It could be 7 years from now. I just put it on the thumbnail because it seemed like people will gravitate to it. It's not fake news because I didn't put a month. I didn't put nothing. I didn't put anything to it. I just want to come out here and speak to y'all, the listeners, and try to cut through everything, to try to narrow this down. See, you know one thing I know that listeners don't like? If I get on here and give them the same fantasy tale, if I tell a story, just like they're doing on the YTC, but I don't fall in line and land that plane with no pilot like they want me to on the head of the listeners, they get mad. They get mad. If I don't go along with the freaking narrative and land that plane on their head, manipulate the crap out of them, they don't like it. If I come over here and be sarcastic and tell a story and, you know, make light of it and volunteer my effort to the aerosexuals, they really act like I'm talking about them specifically, whoever they may be. I just said aerosexuals. I don't know who the aerosexuals are. I'm just damn grouping them together and setting them up for free flight. And the only way you get back here to civilization is that they fight on June 17th. That's fair, right? I just want to leave you empty-handed, just like you do every time y'all put out some news that cannot be validated. That is all I'm saying, bro. Two wrongs don't make a right. But it's definitely going to feel good. Now, what I want you to do for homework, all I want y'all to do is, the next time y'all put June 17th up here, just do me a favor. Just put your source up there. Please, somebody just put a source up there. Put a source up there, bro. Start treating these listeners with respect. Put out some dang information that they can follow and they can tie it all in together. Come on, man. Start treating these listeners with some respect. Y'all up here just saying, okay, I can continue to manipulate and bamboozle them with any fake information I want. So let me allow this clickbait to once again be in my title so they can click on it. And they up there sucking their thumb. Oh, man, I ain't never heard of this before. This is new. They really fighting June 17th. Oh, they get on their phone and start calling up people. Man, this fight happening. It's happening. And that's how the damn virus spread. They spread the freaking virus that way. Word of mouth, boom, get on the phone. Hey, you know, so and so said the fight going down to June 17th. For real? We can make reservations? Nah, you can't make no reservations because they don't have a date that's tied into a venue. They don't have a date that's tied into a venue. They don't have one. They just have a month that came out on some bogus list, and then they said, "Oh, okay, let's just tie this to the 17th of June, and let's start talking about it." Well, I hope to God that y'all are right in some way, shape, or form. Like it can be June 17th in 2027. I'm gonna be there to say, "Hey, congratulations, man. Y'all was right. June 17th. Y'all was several years off, but at least you had the day of the month correct." So, shout out to y'all, man. I want to show y'all nothing but unconditional love on that. June 17th, 2027. Damn. Who would have known? But y'all stay close to that. All right? Y'all stay close to that. Let me talk about one of the bigger topics that's out here, right? All right. I want to give a big shout out to Jihad Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Jihad Tucker has a fight coming up April 1st on Top Rank card. I want to give a shout out to the whole card, actually. I want to give a big shout out to Top Rank Boxing Promotions, the best in the game. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Top Rank Boxing Promotion. They got some very, very talented fighters on the come up over there. And they're sticking them on these cards over and over again to allow these fighters to get more exposure. So I salute Top Rank for doing what they're supposed to do. We can't get every fight, but I know over there when they schedule a fight card, you know, salute to them. We got a hell of a April 1st in Tulsa, you know, a championship main event. Rabisa Ramirez, Eltran going against Isaac Dogbe. It's going to be a very tough fight for both. But we got a two-time Olympian, you know what I'm saying, coming over here to get that strap. It's going to be a tough fight. Shout out to Larry Wade. Shout out to Rabisa's entire team. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jihad Tucker, his entire team over there that's getting ready so he can contend at the super welterweight. Amazing talent. Future world champion. Amazing talent. Keep your eyes. Very confident. I do believe. I'm put it out. I do believe that Jihad Tucker will somehow cross over to the television, to the big screen. I do believe that. He has what it takes to do that. Shout out to his brother Molly, just coming back from a tournament. Very tough situation. Very talented fighter. He's not the only amateur fighter out there. I know that. But I'm just speaking about what I see and what I like about their team, their family, and what God blessed them with. Shout out to $1 Million Molly, man. Shout out to Showtime for allowing the experience to be what it is, bro. You got a Dula Mason on the card, too. Youngin coming up in the game. You know what I'm saying? You got Tiger Johnson back in there, Delonte Johnson. He's back. He's back inside the square, man. They had a hell of a card. Xander Zayas was supposed to be there, but he ended up being injured. So yeah, in a way injured, pulled out of the fight, and then you have Zayas, who's gonna be on this card, had to pull out due to injury. It happens. But let's get to the saga, so to speak, of Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, right? So this my take on, of course, Ryan Garcia's situation. I have read that certain individuals are looking at Tank's decision to insert a rehydration clause in there is something that never been done in boxing before. All right? We have to stay true to ourselves first and foremost, that this isn't the first time that a clause have been put in there. This is not the first time. And it's not even that serious. Now, recently, he was being interviewed, and I looked at this several times over, right? I looked at this interview several times. Let me show you. But shout out to Jihad Tucker. going there for his 10th professional fight, man. You already know Team Tucker. Top rank. The whole card is going to be fire. Salute, my brother. Continue to fight on, Warrior.
Face.
Look at this video.
You've been taking it serious as
Yeah, I'm not
like
playing
your lips a
around.
little even bloody.
I'm not playing around. I'm giving everything in this fight. I'm sacrificing everything.
And you said you can't drink any water, you can't eat any food.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week, just so I could be on schedule to make weight.
To make weight.
Yeah, they're
For
putting in crazy
Gervonta's,
things. Yeah, for his comfortability and
Yeah.
if taking the match. If I didn't agree to these conditions, it obviously wouldn't happen.
Yeah, so I'm curious about that. How does that kind of stuff go? Like when you guys are deciding, obviously, how it's going to be. Obviously, it's a fight. We know, who gets to decide who gets what sort of, I don't want to say handicaps, but like niceties like
Right.
that.
I mean, in this situation, I could have fought for obviously more things going towards my way. Regarding the weight and other things, or I could have been a little bit more, pushbacky. But I knew that their positioning was, if this is not what you're going to agree to, the fight's not.
I'm going to play on that because you look, most of you that's in the chat have already seen this 100 times, right? But let's talk about one part that he did mention. He could have been a little bit more pushbacky. I tried to locate that word. I try to be a thespian in my spare time sometime, but I couldn't find the word pushbacky. But what I'm gathering, what he said is that he could have put up a little bit more resistance to doing negotiations to pretty much make it comfortable for him. Because he pretty much saying Tank Davis was, putting the stipulation in there for his own comfort. Obviously, he's the A side, right? So not to be the dead horse, right? Because the horse is already dead. But Ryan Garcia, you and your team had the entire opportunity to look over this. This is a fight that you was calling out and you wanted so bad. So therefore, if you at a point where you're going to have to make weight, this is not your first fight. You have 23, right? You have over 20 professional wins. You know what the dang format is. Don't act like it's all different because now you're in the toughest fight of your life. Don't do that, bro. Stop sabotaging the glory and devaluing the potential of this fight, complaining and whining. I truly believe that Ryan Garcia was serious when he was in that interview. When he wants to backtrack and say he was just joking around, I didn't get the impression, nor did I see any hesitation for him to say, you know what, I'm joking, man. Let me stop, man. I'm joking. No, real talk, I'm joking. Let me chill. I'm not trying to, deter anyone from getting this fight or, having any type of enthusiasm to see this fight. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to sabotage the fight. I'm really not. But, they said I can only do this, a week. And, he put me on a freaking catch. Bro, you doing everything that's totally against promoting this fight the right way. Outside of what the promotions are doing. You're not showing like you're ready to step up to the big stage and prove the people wrong. Because a lot of people are putting it out there as if you're not ready mentally. Like people are looking at you like you're not built for this type of damn stage presence. You're not built for it yet. You might be built for it later on, but right now, the way you're out here whining and complaining about everything, it doesn't seem like you're understanding that this is huge for you. If you're able to go out there and perform well, it changes your entire life in boxing. But if you go in there with the mentality for which you are displaying out here and the type of behavior that you just want to complain about not having your way, and then you go out there and get slapped, I don't want you to wake up and act like this is something that Tank has never done. No, it was up to you, Ron Garcia, you and your team, to come up with a game plan to try to what? Go in there and perform the best you ever done inside that square. To go in there with the best A-plus performance, period, and potentially try to earn victory. That is what you and your team is supposed to be doing. But all we hear from you is you're trying to prepare people. You're trying to prepare your fans. You're trying to prepare the social media gathering. That if you do go in there and end up like your BFF, Rolando Romero, and you get stopped earlier than he, you're going to blame it on what? The rehydration. You're going to blame everything on the catch weight. You're going to blame everything on Tank. But at the end of the day, the left side of his boxing ledger is still going to be 1 point higher than it was before he left in there. And that is adding your name to his list of wins. That's the way it's going to be, Ryan, period. You've been around boxing enough. You have the amateur pedigree, both of y'all. Stop going in here just downplaying the fight as if this information and this routine is new to you. This ain't new to you. You've been here, done that. It's just you never stepped in there with nobody the caliber of Tank Davis. So therefore, you have to understand what? You have to understand there's going to be high risk and there's going to be high reward for you. That's what you have to go in there with. Also, you have to factor in there's going to be a high level of danger. It's going to be a deleterious moment for you. It's going to be violent and full of chaos, bro. So don't sit up here and allow us to walk this in, right? Don't allow us to walk this in as if you're going to show up to the fight. And don't. We need for you to show up to the fight, put forth max effort, prove to the people that you're not a crybaby, you're not a spoiled little brat that's been given everything in your life, that you really are tough. Show them that you can box without your chin being in the air. Convince the people there, Ryan, that you've been listening to Joe Goosen and you've improved. You don't blink your eyes in between combinations, because when you're in there with an Avenger, with you in there with a guy who was blessed with power in both hands, if he happened to catch you with one of those shots in between, you blinking your eyes, don't get mad when you wake up with no lashes. Seriously, if your lashes is on the canvas and they have to call in the janitor to sweep them up and put in the sandwich bag just so you can glue them on when you get home, don't blame Tank. He did what he's supposed to do. Lit your ass up. Stop acting like this is all brand new, bro. The challenge is all brand new. You going in there with the beast. But stop acting like you ain't never had or seen or been around someone who had to make sacrifices. Yes, you have. Deal with it. If you was to provide, or you say you could have been more pushbacky, why wasn't you, dog? Why? Because they told you this is what it is. This is what we putting in the contract. You read it over with your people, and that's that. Don't act like it was just a one-way it was a monologue and you had to do everything. They forced you to. They wasn't dangling you over the balcony like you was ice. That didn't happen, brother. I just want you to have a better attitude about being, the contender. Act like you the contender, brother. Stop whining about stuff. This is your opportunity to change your boxing life. And you know you're going in there with one of the dangerous fighters in the sport. Nobody don't need to tell you that. I'm pretty sure your team has made you fully aware of that. I'm pretty sure that you have basically reviewed several videos You have spun the reel over and over again and have watched several fights that Tank has been in the ring with. You are trying to catalog everything your team has gotten together and do film study. And you going over here remediating. That's what you're supposed to do. But it's no good to remediate it, Ryan, if you don't have the confidence to execute it. If you're going to spin the reel and you're still going to go in there very frightful, no challenge, doubting yourself, then guess what? It's going to end all bad for you, bro. Now, all WCS is doing is asking you to be the contender. Stop whining about everything. Stop sitting up here trying to put everything on Tank like he's doing something that's how you put it, that's inhumane or something. This is boxing. This is the hurt business, bro. So you know what type of business you choose to compete full time, right? So since you've been in this occupation for quite some time, understand this is the moment that you always wanted, right? Freaking here. You got the man you've been calling out and ducking, calling out, ducking. You finally settled in to the point where the contract is where it's supposed to be. All the proper signatures and all that. You're scheduled. Now you need to go kick it with whoever you're going to kick it with on your team. Figure it out. And stop whining and complaining to the public. That's all I'm saying. That's all WCS got to say about it. For today. Like, dude, you was talking mad trash on the podcast. You was talking mad trash, bro. Now you got to live up to it. You was talking mad trash. You made a $20,000 bet against Tank. You made it perfectly clear you was taking shots at this man. But yet you're going to be the same goofball. Those are making a freaking $20 bet against him. And you want this man to be your best friend? You want him to freaking crazy? You want him to say, oh man, show character. How many dudes that you expect in boxing, right? To get out of jail or prison that has record, be able to come over here and compete in the sport without any type of prerequisites. I'm talking about they don't expect you to have a clean record for 10, 15 years prior to picking up your boxing license. So what are you expecting from boxers who come from all walks of life to come in here to compete? What do you want them to do? What do you want a cat like Tank to do? You already know his backstory. You want him to goddamn, jump out of character. You know what I'm saying? You want him to be over friendly. You want him to prove to you that he's not the person that came from those understanding, as Tank will put it, the mud. He never saw the mud. He grew up and all he knew was silk sheets as a youngin. He can't give you that story because it doesn't exist in his past, right? So you gotta understand that Ryan, that's you. That's where you came from. You was able to be given everything. I ain't mad at you, bro. Real talk. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying in this moment right now, we need for you to change levels. We need for you to get a little, toughen up a little bit. And when you speak on the fight itself, understand that you in there with Mr. El Chin Checker, bro. I mean, he knocks dudes out. You the one had mentioned his height before. You mentioned how short his arms were. So therefore, since you understand his identity, it's up to you to go in there and cancel that. It's up to you to go in there and prove that everything that we've seen in Tank's previous fights, you, Ryan Garcia, was able to be the equalizer. You have to prove that, big dog. You don't talk about how short this man, how ugly he was, betting money against him and you know, in public, right in front of the camera, making a fool out of yourself, losing 20,000. You lost 20,000, and it didn't even go a full 6 rounds. You lost 20 grand. You lost 20 grand, bro. But yet you're gonna get in the car like you've been balling for a week because you want to say, hey, we're gonna be friends after this, right? I mean, bro, I don't know where you think some of these cats be coming from. They tell you got it from the mud. I know some people use that because it sounds good, but you know, anybody who was back then, you probably never rode through Baltimore like that. But I you know, come on, I've been through this before. I know you had it real good coming up, but you need to act like that you mature enough to understand that it just seems like you're just a little bit scared of the challenge, bro. It just seems like you're a little bit scared. You're a little bit timid. You know, like you have stepping into this challenge when you need to be a full blown wolf on this bitch. The only person that may take down a gorilla is a werewolf, man. I can't put that label on you. I'm just telling you that's what you happen to be. You have to jump out of character, bro. Leave Flash behind. We don't want to see you running around the ring. We need for you to be Lou Garou. We need for you to be Lou Garou. Not the Flash, bro. Jay Ocho on deck. What's good? What's good with you, Jay? What exactly that, Bruce? I believe what? I wasn't even, I was looking somewhere else. I was multitasking. You believe, do I believe what? Bruce, could you clarify, please? So I can respond. I would appreciate it. Do I believe what? If you're still in here, Bruce, let me know what you mean. Do I believe what exactly? If you're in the building, hit the like button. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everyone who pulled up. As always, I'm not gonna be on here too long, but I just wanted to come in and talk to y'all. You know, I want to do 2-a-days. I do, but I have some other stuff just have to take care of. Plus, I don't really want to talk on the same topics that's going on, especially this June. I'm reading that everywhere, and it's no source that's attached to it. That's all. Bruce might have left already. Hopefully, he'll put it in the chat about what it. I don't know what you was talking about. You believe that W shit? I don't know. If it was something about Ryan Garcia, as far as him not being totally prepared mentally, in my opinion, it just seems like that's what I'm gathering from his words. That's all. Look, I don't have no way to hate Ryan Garcia or anything. Y'all know me by now. I'm just speaking. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from the heart on what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm gathering, my perception on how he's going out here, seemingly to sabotage the fight. He's not boosting it up. He's trying to take over Tank's role. Tank role is natural. That's who he is in life. He's gonna be the villain regardless. That's just what it is, bro. I'm not talking for Tank. I'm just telling you what we can obviously see. Right? He's the knockout artist. He's the one doing backflips off the top rope. He's the one that go in here and terrorize his opponents. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's small and compact and people underestimate. They always want to say, oh, he's short, his arms are short, this, that. And then finally they get touched, they can't see. I can't see out my right eye. Why? I can't see out of my right eye. Oh, because he hit you with the left. Oh, my fault. I don't know, man. This is a new stage for you, so you know what I'm saying? This dude may not be ready. He's trying to play the villain when he don't need to play the villain. You know, you don't need to play the villain. We already have a villain. You can play another superhero, like whatever you want to play, but we already have a villain. You just need to find, you know, whatever character you want to be to link up and go against the grain with this fight. I don't mind. Go ahead and do what you got to do. But playing a villain about complaining, I don't think so, bro. But hey, y'all been great, man. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out the door. I'm just telling you, man, hold these people accountable. I'm definitely a person that likes reading. And don't sit up here and think that I'm trying to take away any type of happiness and joy that you feel reading clickbait all the time. I'm not trying to take that away from you, because I can't. All I'm saying is, you all are grown people. Come on, man. Y'all are grown people. We are called adults. You should be able to read, unless that's the way y'all want to be treated, bro. Y'all want people to tell you things that you know that's not true, but it sounds good. I can't jump on board with that. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. It don't matter how many damn views it get. It don't matter. I'm just not on board with it, man. I'm just not gonna jump on here and be like, yeah, I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of it. I'm gonna be a part of it by all means necessary. Now, I'm going to tell you something that I don't say too often, right? If Crawford and Spence, I'm not saying it's impossible that it can't happen, right? I'm saying that June 17th, if the fight potentially hit the docket as happening, is it going to be next? I don't care. I'm not talking about the end of the year. If it's putting out there June 17th, we shouldn't see anything else about the fight, bro. We shouldn't see anything else about. We shouldn't hear about any one of them names fighting anybody else. We should somehow get an announcement, and we should get a venue, and we should get all of that. I'm not saying it's impossible that the fight cannot happen, because I think we've spoken on it so much, but I'm attach a date. When you put a date to it, a month and a day, when you put a date to it, that's my only thing. I know a lot of people that's listening in, they are content, man. They're content with this. They believe it. I get it. If the fight does happen, don't think for 1 second to come over here and say, I told you so, when you've been wrong 10 freaking other times. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here trying to talk that shit. Tomorrow, oh, we told you. You kept guessing in the dark, and finally you hit the target. Who cares? I'm just talking about all the damn fake news that was out there ahead of time. And you just be able, it's finally happening, y'all. I want to be the first to tell y'all. It doesn't make any sense no more. The glory of it is burned down, because you soiled it. You put so much dirt on top, so much filth and grime. You know what I'm saying? You diminish the value of this so much. If it is announced sometime in the near future on the horizon, what's going to be spoken about? We're going to go back to the same Spence Crawford debates. We're going to go back to the same freaking boring ass, insipid type of topics of conversation. I'm so sick of hearing about damn stuff that's dealing with Bud Crawford and Errol Spence resumes. We passed that. It's really not anything to talk about. If this fight come up and it's announced, so be it. Like my boy Dion says, call me when the first punch is thrown. Well, matter of fact, for me, I look forward to the weigh-in. I'll back it up even more. I look forward to the first presser. If you wrong 10 times and finally you was able to jump on board with a topic and you get it right, so what? You're not going to get any type of medal for it. You're not going to get any more subscribers for it because you've been wrong 10 other times with false clickbait ass information. So this information comes out sometime this year. Let's just say, the priest, let's just say a fallen angel coming to deliver the message, and the fight is going down this year. Kudos. What's next? We're going to go back to talking about, Spence and Crawford debate. Spence and Crawford resumes. Spence and Crawford, who has the better resumes? Who's did it the best? Who's going to win and why? Looking at the film study. Who's did more in boxing? Who's a Hall of Famer? If Errol beats Crawford, would that solidify him as a Hall of Famer? If Crawford loses to Errol, would that solidify him still as a Hall of Famer? Will they throw away the hand cast that he had? If Crawford beat Errol, what would this do for Crawford? What next? Where can he go from here? You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be what's, man. I swear to God, it's going to be death by 1,000 whats, bro. If this news is released this year. What if this? What if that? Now that we got it, what happens? What if so-and-so beats so-and-so? What happens if they fight over here? What happens if they only do 200,000? It's the fight of success. What happens if they wear different gloves and this and that? What happens if there's an injury? It's just going to be death by 1,000 whats, bro. WCS ain't saying the fight can never happen. I'm just saying I haven't been on here trying to hype and lie and put clickbait up on this topic and be wrong 10 other times and get this one right. And then you want to jump for joy and act like you hit a new freaking level of hierarchy. Like now you're the channel that they should put the crown on. No, bro. A lot of y'all been wrong a lot of times just because you chose to go with the bandwagon. You jumped on the bandwagon, man, and rolled downhill with it. You didn't apologize. Look, y'all didn't apologize to your listeners. You didn't come from the heart and say, you know what? I'm a content creator. I can't be right all the time. Well, goddamn, it sucks to be wrong several times. The fight's going to be in October. The fight's going to be in November. The fight's going to be in December. The fight's going to be in January. The fight's going to be in February. I mean, god damn. Y'all was just tallying up L's like it was cool, man. It was like, god damn, how many L's y'all feel comfortable with taking? Seriously, bro. Man, pulling up always, man. Salute. Thank y'all for supporting the channel, man. Hit the like on your way out, man. Support the channel if you choose to do it, man. It's been a pleasure. We should do it again next time. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports, man. I'm out.